Back the fuck up, 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 sit your ass down. Sound so good, yeah, I thought I had a ghost rider. Put my neck in the case, you a ghost rider. In the Miami Heat, I'm a flow rider. No whale on the tail, I'm a low rider. Where the cash at? Where the dough? Where the assets? Let me know. Got a little bit, give me more. Get your. Back the fuck up, 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 sit your ass down. Baby, you just need to get your bag up. Happy when you do something you're proud of. When you're barely naked, that's my favorite. Now we up and shining and they hate it. Baby, you just need to get your bag up.
Damn, that's a little closer than I expected. Hold on, I think I bumped the camera a little bit. Let me move my drink.
When you're barely naked, that's my favorite. Now we up and shining and they hate it.
Alright. Alright. There we go. That should be pretty good. Model seems to be interacting well. This is BB No Money's new album. Came out, I believe, just this morning. Anyhow, so to discuss what we're doing today, let's talk about Oshi Push. First of all, this is a game that, unless you're part of the Face Connect fandom, which I do not necessarily consider myself as one, you would otherwise probably not be too familiar with, given that the initial hype for this game was over a year old. There was a Kickstarter. This was during probably Face Connect's biggest overall splash in the overall internet fandom. They've had some controversy since. They've had some bans since. The bans on YouTube seem to be more on YouTube's fault than theirs. I don't necessarily like the way that their community leans to right wing. Doesn't exactly fit me too well. But I do appreciate a good hustle. And making a decent card game is a pretty nasty hustle sometimes. Whether or not FaZe Origin's Oshi Push is a decent card game is yet to be decided because I've never played it before. I have seen them in 2 different offkites, mind you. 2 separate years worth of offkites. But I've never actually had a chance to play them because they've only ever been pushing the product, and the product itself didn't have enough, I think, prototype material at the time that they were introducing an offkite for me to actually play the game. And subsequently, we've just been waiting for them to actually release shit so we can actually learn. Now, I'm opening up the Tenma box. Neither of the Tenma or Pipkin starters came out with wrapping. So they just slid right out. And also the card will kind of tore it a little bit. Okay, so let me see. What's the overall structure of this game? Compete for all out fame. First place to reach a million subscribers wins. Pick your favorite VTuber, dominate social media in a strategic game of influence. How does that work? Set up debut persona, so you have a leader card. Collect bits. Add bits to the bank on your persona bit stat. Draw deck, platform deck, first player, rather than first player. Building a platform rope. Platform rope consists of 3 platform cards for your players to clash over. Review on the platform card. And then, okay, so there's a couple games like this that I can think of. The new Riot game, Riftbound, uses a similar arena, like, positioning based mechanic where you're trying to fight over territory, right? And each territory has a different mechanic to it. Like either Does it actually benefit certain playstyles or be a detriment to their overall approach? Five is your bank. That is the resource you use to pay for cards. How the hell do you keep track of... Okay, content phase. Assign personas to the content. Take actions, play a card. Activate ability. Platform phase. Clash with platforms. And what happens if you win the platform? Okay, so once you resolve a clash at a platform, you take the platform. When you remove the platform card next to the studio, add it to its subscribers to the total. If you reach 1 million subscribers, you win the game. Each platform has a certain amount of subscribers. Their examples show like 400,000, which means that if you win 3 platforms on average, you probably win the game outright. And delete the content card from the platform. So just a certain amount of, I would say, meta to this. Which means automatically it's a little more interesting than V-Card, right? Like, we reviewed V-Card a while ago. If you go through my archives on YouTube, you can probably find a V-Card review. I was quite public about not being too impressed by it. Oh, there's a Battle Royale variant as well. Cool. Ooh, and a poster. Nice. Actually, no, not a poster, so much as a mat. So the entire mat of all of the Face Connect talents. You can probably name about half of them. Haruka in particular, I'd like to follow for her violin play. She's the bear on the over there, far corner. And the whole list of glossaries. King collabs. So they've actually planned out quite a bit of this in terms of like how the game is supposed to go, what the story fantasy is supposed to fulfill, what card interactions are like interaction possible, like face state of possible designs are available to it, which means that automatically it's a lot more interesting to me than V-Card is by design. And V-Card, the main flaw with V-Card is it's pretty much a straight up like comparison of stats, right? And I don't like that. Like, there needs to be some nuances in the clash. If it's going to be a game, it shouldn't be just like rock, paper, scissors of who can draw in their highest card and therefore win the match. Like, that kind of shit is boring. These are all the tokens, that's really nice. These are the bits to like pay for the cards. And the cards themselves, paper wrap, good, not debatable. Like, a lot of these companies use like plastic wrappings to keep the cards bound. I think that's maybe a little too excessive. I'm sure that there's some part of their marketing team thinking it's more premium, but like a waxy paper substitute has to be cheaper and also just like easier to toss away. But yeah, you have okay, so the persona here, this the upgrades. Like this would be the stat lines involved. And clash reward also like if you gain more by winning, that's also good. The foil version of this obviously draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. Debut. I will have to look into overall mechanics, but oh, you can discard this for extra cash as well, which is nice. Depressed single divorced fathers. When you play another content card on this platform, you may move this card to another platform. Positioning matters. Positioning matters a lot, and being able to move your positions from place to place is quite nice. Looking at the quality of the cards here, this is more plastic than foil, I think. But the art's quite good, actually. I'm quite surprised at the overall quality of the art is pretty good. Confession Stream, we played one of your other content cards, gained +4 silver stars this round. Puzzle hand count. If this card would be deleted, return this card to your hand instead. Oh, that's quite nice. That's quite nice. So you get 2 stars to keep up the. You basically get to keep momentum instead of having to discard all the cards you use on a certain clash. So even if you win or lose, you get to keep the card, which is important for like overall card efficiency. Make a capping. Personal gains 2. Okay, so if you discard it, you get bonuses. Oh, the debut unlike in Hololive, the debut just means this. This is the debut set, right? Yeah, I think so. Huh. Play only view a persona as Tenma Miami. Fact you, one persona content card of your choice gains a star equal to the number of cards in your hand this round. That's quite a spike. So the more you draw, the more impacting this. And you get 3 sets of that. Each opponent discards 1 card from your hand. That's good. Updated model stream. I think that's in currency, right? Yes. And then the most important bit. Full art cards are the fancy stuff. Fujikura Uruka, we have exactly 1 content on this platform. She gains +1 star. Shisui Michiru, we have at least 1 content card on this platform with 3 or less. Shisui Michiru gains +1 star. So you have extra personas to fight with. The platforms themselves takes 1 star to beat, but you only get 200k for it. Heartbreaker Haughty. Let's see. Historical Lion. Clash Reward. You may delete 1 content card with 2 or less in play. That's quite nice. So by winning it, you're able to disable what they're fighting for. Interesting. And sure, a lot of this is also like Face Connect references I don't get because I'm not a huge fan of their of a lot of their talents. But along with that, along with the starter kit, we also have the Kickstarter exclusive alt arts. Stargazing for NASA players. I'll Crush You. For this round, Persona gains Clash Reward. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 content card you find there to any platform. Put the other cards back on top of your deck in any order. That seems really good. Like a free attack bonus plus deck manipulation seems. Oh yeah, no, it's not free. You have to pay its cost normally. But the other cards, put the other cards back on top of your deck in order. It still feels like it's really, really strong. Dragon D's. I'm not gonna complain about art quality because this is already, I feel, more along the lines of something I would play than V-Card's emphasis on cheesecake and fan service, right? And this is just cute. Like, it's not as if Face Connects necessarily shied away from having like sexy models and the like, but if the only carrying factor in your card game is the sleeves, I don't know what to tell you. I think West Shorts would do that a lot better, simply because they have the Nikki collab. There has to be a little more fancy to it, you know? Cinema Date. Yeah, all these alt arts are really, really nice usage of their art budget. We also have the promo cards. These are the Kickstarter backer promo pack. And Sakana, of course, is right there as number 1. Eat a Face Connect coffee bean. This card gains +5 this round, limit 2 per round, limit 25 per 24 hours. That's quite nice. That's quite funny. But yes, Face Connect infamously is also at least part coffee company in that they sell coffee packs with their talents attached to it. Filed Artist Alley, which they did during Offkai. Every creative content in all platforms gain +2 star this round. If your persona is Sakana, they gain +3 instead. That's quite funny. Face Connect deck only. So this is assuming that there's a future to this particular game, and that Face Connect is not the only branch or not the only VTuber agency that they or branding that they will be representing. But Face Connect deck only. When you play an action card on this platform, your persona gains +1 star for every Face Connect merch on your person this round. So the more Face Connect merch you're wearing physically, the stronger you are and more likely you're going to win the game. Obviously, these are kind of a joke card. In no way are you supposed to be using these effects in competitive play. But I think there is, in fact, a world where people are encouraged to bring this to like convention tournaments, just casual like casual competitions for face connect themed showdowns, where these are the cards that you can play. And yes, you are supposed to keep track of the number of coffee beans you eat over the course of a match. I think that would be fucking hilarious. As for the actual boosters, let's start opening them up. Now, supposedly there are going to be God packs, especially with Kickstarter boxes. I'm pretty sure I qualify for that. I'm not completely sure. I won't be mad if I don't. This is not necessarily a game I necessarily see a lot of local presence on, unless the marketing team happens to be made of geniuses. But on the off chance, there's the future for this game. I'm looking forward to learning more. La 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 la. All right, what are we looking at with the Phase Origins booster packs? Okay, first off, it looks like I did get a God pack. I think. Let me see. These are. Is that a God pack? Yeah, it's a fucking God pack. So these are 10 card booster packs, which I'm not sure if that's standard or what. But the gold one, let me see. I will hold on to the yellow one last, unless it turns out there's more than one. Let me double check. No, okay, so there's more than one. But it's mostly blue. What's going on? What does that what does that represent? I forgot, like, the extent in which I kickstarted it, right? Like, there are tiers to this shit, as usual, with Kickstarter. And usually you get bonuses for being early bird or putting a little extra. I'm not sure how deep I went on this. It was quite a while ago. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that deep. But let me see. Let's say that's three potential God packs simply because they're yellow. It looks like it's supposed to be God packs, right? Gold means God. So let's save these in particular for last and open up the rest of the box first. Let's check how easy it is to open. Like, if you played a lot of TCGs, as I have throughout the long years I've lived, some packs are definitely easier to open. Pokemon, for instance, is by far the easiest. You can literally just put a little pressure on the back of a Pokemon pack and it slide right open. This one seems to do okay. Like, it wasn't the easiest by far, but it opened up just fine. Control the narrative. Why is she a horse? Move on your opponent's stars from this platform to another platform. Oh, nice. So I'm guessing our Tenma or Purple are going to be a lot of positioning mechanics, which I think is one of the most entertaining things about positioning line games in general. And that you can really muck up opponent's plans by shoving them all to one side as you capture the other, or like shove around their weakest bits so that the score that you weaken their alpha strike and you can take both platforms at once. We play experience content card. This one games +2 this round, or just video. I'm guessing red is going to be aggro. Kickback, gain 1. Charity events, greens, I'm guessing, are going to be money based. Mega capping we saw earlier. That's a Don. Marshmallows. You can play, draw 1 card. Yeah, if you know marshmallows. Utata Nase. Utatane Nasa upgrade. I really like the art design on this one because it looks like it's a mold colored, kind of creepy, gold themed. It actually shows better on my camera than it does to my eyes, which is obnoxious actually. There's not enough light around here. Wish I had another light. Yeah, the art is quite good. We have zero coin, I guess. The time last gets +4. Activate spin 2 to draw a card. This card moves your persona to this platform. Use only during a clash. That sounds like a lot of ways to control the fight. Interesting. This is the Chirper. Oh, so it's Twitter basically. Clash reward: you may play one content card with one less from your hand to another platform for free. 600,000 to win this. So if you win 2 of these, you just pretty much win the fight in general. Interesting. GG, hey, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, just looking through right now. Looking through the Face Connect cards because this one's the one that kickstarted a while ago, and I'm going to have a hell of a time finding anybody to play this game with me. That will inherently be very, very challenging. I also have 2 Hololive Set 2 boosters to go through after this. But I save that for last, mostly because one, if you want to watch me open the Hololive stuff, I'm doing the content creator thing of saving the best for last to encourage views, and also because unlike Face Cut, Oshi Push, I wasn't waiting for Hololive stuff all that long. I ordered it, pre-ordered it, and came in as expected. No drama whatsoever. Brother Lover. Ashelia is a brocon, I see. I understand. Play only if your persona is Rinko Ashelia and only during Clash. Double the printed stars on one content card this Clash. That's actually really fucking good. That's an alpha spike. Alpha Internet Historian, return up to 1 card for any trash to your hand. Return up to 2 content cards instead if it's Rinko Ashelia. That's also really good. And it's just the advertising card. There is a left to right bias in how these packs open, which is opposite of how the Pokemon packs are printed. Actually, interesting. PogChamp. That seems just like, okay, so this will count as a vanilla card, right? You play this into a region, and you play it for the fact that it has 6 attack and nothing else. Thoughts of Bracket is actually at 10 attack, but it costs 7, so it's much harder to get out. But it also has an effect. Each opponent discards 2 cards from their hand. That's actually really fucking good. Well, shit. Control. Well, it costs 7 though, so I guess it's not that good. When you dominate this platform, this card gets +3. So the more you win, the easier it is to win. Each of cards against platform gains +3 stars this Clash. Yeah, red is all about buffing. License to win, your persona gains 3 for this Clash, and each opponent discards 1 card from hand. Green is control and economy, I guess. Cover song, expensive but get you stuff. Dog food regret. That's funny. Opposing content card on this platform loses 2 stars. Nice. Rinko Ashelia upgrade. The first time you play a content card this round, she gains +3. Move your persona to this platform, use only during Clash. Okay. Freeze Spit. What's that bear doing? Like, that's the Clash of it, right? For Face Connect, all this cutesy stuff is hiding some really degenerate nonsense. Content cards cost you 2 less to play on other platforms. When played, you may play content cards on other platforms as though your persona were there this round. That's also really funny. Also costs us 10 though. So definitely, if you're playing, yeah, I guess you can say that if you're going to make a strategy around the decks, this would be your linchpin card, right? This would be the card you build your deck around to get an alpha strike, because you just paid 10 for a potentially game-winning effect. We can play all the content you want on all the platforms and try to get 2 at once. This is all the Iron Mouse play. Sweaty Gamer. Royalty Song. It's Lord Behavior. What a name. Embrace Scuff. That's Western VTuber in general. Drop and Call. Diss Track. Temamami Persona. Temamami as an upgrade. Beat a Holy Deep Dive. Of course, there's a Shilia card. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. This is Full Art. Full Art Fujikura Uruka upgrade. We'll have exactly one content card on this platform. She gains +4. Your person, if you discard a card, your person gains +2 this clash. And this is a fully foiled gold card. Damn, this is fancy. Look at that. No complaints about the print quality here. Even the eyeballs, the irises have like a little glint to it. That's real fancy. That's real nice. Okay, this one gets sleeved up, obviously. Should I give it? No. I'll say the perfect fits for the Hololive stuff. Alright. VTuber Coffee because they face connect without coffee references. Michiru Persona. We have at least one content card on this platform with 3 or less. So Michiru gets +1 star. Updated small stream. Uruka Persona. We have exactly one content card on this platform. She gets +1. I think these are like all the basic personas, right? Sun and Riz. Discard 1 card for your hand and draw 2 cards. That's good. That's pretty good. Yeah. I think that's all the way. Yeah, I guess. Like, let me see. It has identical stats, but I guess this is a different rarity. Or just an alt model. The Big Cheese. This is the Uruka card. This is the base form of the Uruka card we just sleeved up. As you can tell, that's a pretty big upgrade, right? Goddamn. So definitely in terms of producing alt cards, they went in a pretty good direction. Oh look, it's a foil version of the location. Peepa's Quarters. Peepa Pickin' Peepa stack only, where you have at least one content card on every platform. Your person gets +5 on this platform. And a craft shield. So hard to open. There we go. Oh, there's different backs. You can actually kind of tell what kind of card it is. In character, play only during clash. So these are action cards. They basically instances. Content cards that we fight with. Actions. They only. Uwu. Peaceful ASMR. Platform. Michiru. Historical Lion. Campfire Guitar. Reduce the starter for one opposing content card on this platform to 0 this round. Holy shit. He actually neutralized their attack values for 1 round. And we have another. Oh shit, it's another Uka. We have exactly one card. This is the same. No, this is different. This is a different upgrade. This is Gomikuma. This is 6/6 instead. Costs 7. Activate. Delete one of your content cards on any platform. Draw 2 cards, and on this card, your person gains 2 this splash. Why do I just okay? Well, she is my favorite amongst the Faith Connect girls. So you know what? Not too angry that the first 2 art cards I got are of Uruka. But hey, Young, that's prettier than I expected. Look at that. We have exactly 1 card on his platform. She gains +5. That's a significant jump. It's basically, if you have 1 content card on the platform, it's 11 attack value basically. And you can bring yourself down to 1 if you happen to have 2 to draw cards off the platform, and then give her that buff. So that's quite interesting actually. Strategically, that means you can gain double the value. Horror looking kind of cute today. I mean, let me see. I'm sure I updated it. Maybe they'll agree on Twitch side. There we go. So Uruka is a bear, Asu, on one of the Face Connect girls. She's the one best known for playing violin. I think these are 3 of the God packs that came for the Kickstarter boosters, so we'll see what the art is like on there. But right now, just cracking open the base set boosters. Let's check out. The overall gameplay for this is definitely a little more interesting than a lot of the other indie projects I've seen for TCGs. Fighting over platforms means that there are like incentives for playing location-specific cards or positioning matter mechanics, which I think make for very, very interesting tabletop games in general, rather than the strict point comparison cards that you get with V-Card, as I mentioned earlier in the stream. Like this example of one positioning card, right? The Yapper's Lounge, which basically looks like a lounge, and fighting over it, like if you win it, you gain a certain amount of awards. If you meet the debut value, you gain 600,000 subscribers, and whoever gains 1 million wins. So winning 2 of these automatically just wins you the game outright. But a lot of these like different values. This one's like more than 50% of the win of the win condition. Others I see like 200,000, so you have to win a lot more of those. And the overall strategy is to either fight over a lot of smaller platforms and force your opponent to spread themselves thin, or to go all in on major platforms like these to win the game more efficiently. And that depends. I guess the overall deck design impacts how well that works, right? So there's a lot of space. There's a lot of potential space for good gameplay out of this one, more so than I saw with the other projects I covered thus far. Encore Performance, Gamble Punch, Song Stream, Face Weekly, Burnt Toast Tart. Oh boy, don't let these girls cook. Gaslight, as she does. NASA. Michu's Cabin. What's the effect here? Shisui Michu's deck. Only content card with 5 or more can't be played on this platform. So this would be the sort of card you play if you don't want your opponent to be playing a lot of potentially game-winning effects. Christmas Special. We play content card with 4 or more on any platform, gain 1. I don't know what that yellow. Let me look it up because I keep seeing over and over. I keep forgetting what it does. Where is the rules? Up here. What is that yellow hexagon symbol supposed to represent? 5 bits. Okay, so influence is the attack value. Bits are, let's see, what are bits?
Feeling great, got my paper straight. Utopic where you catch me popping out the race. No money yet, that's the name.
I guess that's the I'm not sure actually. I'll have to go through the worlds a lot more. But they're distractions. Oh, wait, collect. Oh, okay. Refresh phase. Collect bits. Player receive bits equal to the bits stats on their persona upgrade card. Add it to the bank. So that would be basically your reward for utilizing that card to that turn. You gain more income by using cards with bits, which then go to pay for more expensive cards and their effects, so on and so forth, as usual. Here. There's always like a weak spot you gotta fire these packs. Alright. Hype. Red cards are offensive. Green Coshilia. Adpocalypse. Tema Maimi. Original song. Mahjong Tournament. Green Coshilia. You laugh, you lose. When there are no posting stars on this platform, this card gains +3. Nice. Nasa's Dream. A really, really, really fancy Chishiri Michiru textured card. Interesting. So, I'm guessing that this is probably a step down in rarity compared to the full art cards, but the texture is still really nice. The foil texturing is like really fancy, but it's definitely nothing compared to these full art, right? Still, like, I think this is like the 3 levels of the rarity. We have basic foiling, which is pretty flat. It's just rainbow foiled. We have texture foiled, which is a little more special. Highlights their charm points basically. And then we have the full arts, which are self-explanatory. And we already have 2 full arts, which is quite nice. Fundraiser, courtroom roleplay, react meta, self-explanatory there. Mukbang, ASMR, karaoke night, sketchbook, convulsive movement. That's an interesting name. You may move one of your content from another platform to this platform without triggering a splash reward. That's interesting. Hakashika Iori, a masterpiece, and a cabbage voice pack. Lots of this is going to be like Face Connect insider jokes.
What are we doing again?
Flip flop. Background dogs barking. I cannot even begin to count the number of VTubers and friends that are in the community. When they stream, there's a dog barking in the background. That just happens all the damn time. That is a part and parcel with being a dog owner. Why do you have so many platform cards in this one? Anniversary celebration. Yapping. Yapping makes sense. Keep up Kipkin. Keep up Kipkin upgrade. Iori's Den. And a no-show because you fell asleep. It's interesting to me that there aren't a whole lot of repeats yet. We've actually seen a lot of unique cards. This is a really, really deep card pool. And part of it is just simply because there are a lot of people in Face Connect, right? Like a lot of people in Face Connect. So I'm not too, like, the fact that there are so many talents represented is not too surprising, except for the fact that, like, even the Hololive TCG tends to focus only like a handful at a time. But, like, I think this is most of them. And their basic FIFA, Affectional Stream, Succumb to Cringe, NASA, Iori, Closed Beta, Michiru, Gaming Marathon, Yell at Fish, and SSD support funds. Like, sort of the basic stuff. The real basic, like, these are the personas. We've seen multiple copies of at a time. But yeah, the lack of repeats from a design standpoint is very fascinating. Got no click clock. This is that another background dog collection, but that's like, this is like literally the second time we've seen this. Only the second time. If you open like half of the packs already. Swift Chat, Anniversary Celebration, Encore Performance, Halloween Special, Yapping, Sponsorship, Rent Free, and Ad Break. Sudden Clips. Return one content card for your trash to your hand. That's quite good, actually. Only 300,000 though, so it's more of a utility card. Gappers. Request a song stream. Gamble Punch. Spooky Town. We persona to this platform. Use only during Clash. Interesting. So this card effect is just like force of movement, which seems to be the overall theme for yellow. Burnt Toast Heart, Thriller Story, Puzzle Hand Cam, Level 2 Naked Club, what the hell? The Cringe Song, playing only for Personas Fujikura Uruka. All other content cards on this platform each lose 3 stars. So you just cringe so hard that everybody gets weaker. That's hilarious. It's babe. Sound Alert Jump Scare, Spooky Town, Desk Slam, Debut Stream, Gold Farming, Birthday Special, Manhera Club, Microphone Upgrade, First Date. You couldn't pay me to date, so to be quite frank. Rinko Ashilia, foil, textured foil. First time you play a content card each round, she gains +4 this turn and you draw 1 card. Moves the persona to the platform only during Clash. Even started. A cheerful virus. Interesting. I do like the textured foil approach for this. I think it takes a little bit of influence for Pokemon cards, obviously, because they tend to be the standard bearers for the overall design space and TCGs. But look, it looks really anime. If only the camera would properly focus, you know? Maybe like this? No, still not very good. Honestly, I need to get better webcam. I think this one is so old now that it might be worth considering an upgrade. Like, I definitely want something with a much better autofocus. Suck on Copium. Uh-oh. License for Winning. Apocalypse. Original Song. Instant Replay, Let Him Cook, Utana Nasa, Iori, Tema's Basement, Long Game. Gorilla Stream, Background Dogs Barking, Moldy Bread, Anniversary Celebration. Now we're starting to see a lot more repeats. Sound Alert Jump Scare, just because we've gone through the whole damn box at this point. Iori, Michiru again, that's an upgrade. Year Zero Science, your opponent can gain star value here. It is 19 influence for 9 cost. This is basically saying, I win this region today. That's a hell of a powerful effect. Whereas Toxic Gaming, it's only 2. When played, spend X bits. Delete 1 opposing content card on this platform with X or less. Toxic Gaming has 4 to it. Okay, yeah, that's basically what it is. But yeah, Rico Ashilia deck is definitely looking to ramp into this as often as possible just to win the platforms outright. What does this even say? Rapitelli, Rage Game, Batsu Bracket, Heartbreaker Hotline, License for Winning. Ad starts about 3 minutes, by the way. Halloween Special, speaking of Apocalypse. Disruption Stream, Sponsorship, Cinema Date, and a textured Uka Fujikara. Fujikara Uka. Got mixed up. And this is the less default art version, so we definitely saw the... Okay, so actually, there's another level of rarity. Because, let me see. Oh no, this is just the... Yeah, this is the default art version. Okay. I am collecting a lot of Ludicrous. Just like out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm not mad about that. I never miss. I heard you need a lesson. This baby's off the shits. I'm in your goodies, man. My bad. Brand new shoes, brand new pants. Yes, it cost me many bands. Yo, go just a backup plan. Son of you like man to man. Future crib and Catalan. Fun job on me, cash in hand. How the fuck you always in the gym, but you resistant to these bands? We all gonna eat like it's morning. So exciting. Instant Replay. Sad Girl Company, which is the very definition of Face Connect, is just a neutral card that costs 3 influences to win, and you gain 500,000 off of it. Like, this is the very, very definition of Face Connect as a company. Their reputation in total. Game Flavor of the Week, Gorilla Stream, Big Hit Moment, Thriller Story Reading, Puzzle Hand Cam, Uruka's Lounge, and a 10 cost Scary Yandere Roleplay. That's funny. Oh, there's another God pack. You need more Urukas? Yes, I do need more Urukas. I need all the Urukas. Let's hope that my God packs pull out good. Moldy Bread? Why is there more than one VTuber that has had a moldy bread incident? Why have some of my friends been affected by moldy bread incidents? You know what? Let me fix the damn webcam. I think I can fix the focus on this. Let me see. Capture device. Camera controls. I think that helps. It does. Yeah, moldy bread incident. Yet again. How many VTubers have we known that have eaten moldy bread, whether deliberately or by accident? Don't eat that shit. Come on. PogChamp, that's hilarious. Continued gameplay. Sweet Combo. Sweaty Gamer. Donothon. Mama Camille. Watch Along. Ara, of course. And Leah's Network. Psychocopium again. The art on this is just really nice. I really like the overall art direction they have for this game, honestly. Like, it's been really creative and it's matched the overall... Okay, add just start on Twitch, so watch out for that. But yeah, overall, it's matched the overall fantasies and themes of the company's art direction as well, which I feel like there's a level of cohesiveness and theme to it that I was not necessarily expecting. I just literally have no complaints about the overall art direction for this game. Exciting, so exciting. Saguro Company again. Game flavor of the week. Rage Game. Menhera Club. This is also another way to say Space Connect. Saguro Company, Menhera Club, whatever you want to say it, it's Space Connect. Big hit moment. Microphone upgrade. Banhammer, which we all need. And Math Stream. The cost of content cards your opponent plays on this platform is increased by 1. Oh, this is a really nice denial card. This is actually a really nice control card. Okay, last of the normal colored packs. I'm not actually sure if the yellow ones are in fact God packs. I'm not actually sure about that. That's just me guessing by the fact that A, they have God cards, B, they reward the Kickstarter backers, and C, that they are distinct color compared to the regular blue boosters. That's the whole of it. But I am hoping that they are the fancy ones, the pretty ones. If we're not TCGs for the fancy cards, what are we even here for? The gameplay? Come on. Psh. Well, no, I am in for the gameplay. I really love the design space. Really love the design space, actually. It's been a long time dream to eventually make a TCG, or at least contribute to one. Which is not going to happen anytime soon, but a boy can dream. Desk Slam. Phase Weekly. Rapid Telly. Gold Farming. Heartbreaker. Hotline. Gaslight. Keep Girl Boss. Mama Camille again. Disruption Stream. Bear with me. That's an excellent pun for Uruka in particular. Each player chooses one content card on this platform to eat all other contents on this platform. That has a lot of synergy with her persona ability as well. And a fancier Iori. First thing, play an action card this round. She gets +4 this round, and you draw one card. It's quite nice. And that officially covers all of the normal cards, and the art quality on the normal cards has been quite impressive. This is actually like a professionally designed TCG. At least on the aesthetic level. Gameplay wise, I can't really tell. Gameplay wise, I would actually need to find somebody else willing to play this game with me before I actually have a good grasp of whether or not I like the system mechanics as they are given. But I'm certainly a lot more positive about this game than other VTuber products I've tried before. The only one that I would find is superior would really be the Hololive ones, and Hololive ones basically Pokemon. It's a tried and true system. All right, we have 4 yellow packs. Presumably these are the God packs. Let's see how we do. Let's see if we get any signature cards. Indeed, they are fancy as fuck. Right away, a really nice looking Michiru. NASA, full art card, a very shiny Iori. Michiru again, we already... Oh, yeah, Michiru's signature card. That is the signature card, alright. Holy shit, nice. Look at that. Custom art, custom signature. Just fancy as hell. And that's so cute. The signature's so cute. That's literally like a witch cat signature. That's so cute. That's adorable, actually. Yep, just leave this up for sure. Another Fujikura Uruka card. I think I will put the sign cards as perfect sleeves. They deserve that much. And these are just the basic foils. Cabal content, masterpiece, normal foil basically. Very fancy Tema Miami. Oh, man, the focus on this camera sucks so bad. Here we go. Otanase, this looks even better as the full art card. That just looks premium itself. Foil Pipa. I think I have the OG prototype of this somewhere in my binders. Nasa again. Ashilia. Bishoujo of Miami. No Show. These are basic foils. Lias Network. Christmas Special. And Cinema Date. So God packs do have all foils, but not all of them have signature cards. Interesting. I got real lucky then.
Yeah, I'm fucking with that. So you rocking with this? Of course I'm rocking with that. Yeah. Is you rocking with this? Yeah, I'm rocking with that. Is you fucking with this? Yeah, I'm fucking with that. So you rocking
God pack number 3. Another Uruka. Yay! This is the base version of the Shisuya Michiru card without a signature. Still quite nice. Texture foil version of her. Texture foil version of Uruka. Ashilia, Miami again, Uruka's Lounge, Textured, Pipa, Michu's Club, and a Cabbage Voice Pack. Full art version of the Bishonen Miami. Full art version of Iori. This is like my third copy of this version of NASA. Black Pipkin Pipa. Tongue tag. Black Pipkin Pipa. I think this is the original model, wasn't it? I forgot. Alt version of NASA. Textured Iori. Scary Yandere roleplay we've seen earlier. This is like the third time I've gotten this particular Uruka card. That's quite nice. Nasa's Dream. Math's Dream. So let me take a picture. Yeah, I do want to take a picture of the full arts. Yeah, let me take out the full arts. The texture ones are nice, but not quite as. Dollar sign. That's me. That's right. That's me. That's right. I am HRM, the Gen Z Eminem. That's me. That's right. That's me. That's right. That's me. Damn right. Baby, when it boy Jesus Christ, I bet on myself, I up my price, I kiss on a tongue. I ain't got and then, 200K, got me jumping on stage. All white Benz, see me whipping that even further. Oops, I just knocked something down. That's alright.
Yes, I'm him, you spot on. I-T-B-O-Y, B-B-N-O dollar sign. That's me, that's right, that's me, that's right. I am H-I-M, the Gen Z Eminem. That's me, that's right, that's me, that's right.
Let me see, is there a better way to categorize this? Maybe. The stuff that isn't necessarily. Oh. It's like this stuff is pretty plain art-wise.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And then we have this signature card over here that I'm going to use a perfect sleeve on. Oh no, these are slightly bigger than the Japanese sizes of the perfect sleeve, so I had to use my regular ones. That's fine. A little unfortunate, but it is what it is. There we go. Let me. How should I want to do this? Recycle it. Get rid of all the trash.
For a real star. Money went Shrek cause her ass so fat. Yeah, I'm up in the swamp, yeah, I'm feeling like don't care. I don't really know what you think I said, but I'm talking my shit cause I'm feeling really raunchy. Big ass ring with a big ass clock, some big ass things I ain't never told a Glock. Big ass whip with some big ass rings. Big boss shit, only talking about an angel. Big star caliente, no fake beef, no tempe. Big star caliente, teach her how to she call me sensei. I'm in Montre Blanc, with some Louboutins. Alarm thongs, uno, dos, tres, shake it. Just shake that shit.
That gives more space to shop cards.
For a real star. Just shake that shit.
There we go.
Shake,
nice.
For a real star. Senorita, nice to meet you. Yes, I gotta sing for Argentina's. Got my boys in town, so bring your chicas. Let's play spin the bottle, Casamigas. Yeah, I'm a fish of TP. That's a repeat. She can shake it in my face like with Kishi. Double-breasted with a CC. Boy clean, I'm nice like a squeegee. That's my name, don't wear it out. Got a big new necklace, carry it out. I'm a movie, Paramount.
What's the best way I can take a picture? Okay, first of all, I need this camera to focus better. So, video capture device, properties.
Should be talking about the me money. Oh no, does, shake it. Just shake that shit. Shake it for a real star. Just shake that shit. Shake it for a real star.
Baby, no money, baby, no money, baby, no money, baby, no money, baby, no money.
I wonder if I can grab this. No, because it's not gonna let me use two at once.
I'm in a Rari, that's a horse car. Got 10 twos in a two-seater. Fuck 10 plus 2 of them cops. She sloppy my joke till I pop. When I beg that bitch, I rock. Everyone hating on me like Joe see why. Cowboy beat my jet class G cause free pop. Call my mama when I eat got. Shut your mouth and swallow that Tide Pod. We finna slide for
Well, kid, let me use my live TV tracker, disable a little temporarily, so I can take just a straight picture of this. There you go. And I'll put that on social media later.
Take my shirt off, now they will be feral. Robbing all these bad mans, the Nero. 1000000. Yeah, I got a couple commas on the chip. Busy making money, ain't having no set. Yeah, sorry, baby girl, you know I got you next. I'm coming home soon, let's scramble them. That Porsche whip, I chop the top, and then I pour one out for Kamala.
I will sort these and organize and sleeve some of it later on. The full arts special, we're sleeving up. And now, so here. Yeah, as far as game design goes, it's a really lightweight game, but does have a couple of interesting game mechanics that I'm not upset about exploring. There are enough wrinkles in there to be a game, a proper game, which is the thing I was finding lacking with a lot of other games in the similar space. And the fact that it's a positional mechanic is really what carries it, because I think that, especially TCGs that play about positioning, instead of just a strict stat comparison, even at the level of Magic, is inherently a lot more interesting. It's a design space worth exploring in the first place, right? It's a design space that is automatically, like, just inherent to the structure, interactive, and forces people to consider, like, how they want to engage, how they want to commit, and how they want to disrupt the math involved in calculating the resolution of a contest in an area. That's something that you're going to be seeing in Riftbound in particular when it comes out at the end of the month to the west. And for what I see with Riftbound, it actually reminds me a lot about Altered TCG, which I've made content before on this channel. In fact, I was able to spoil one of the cards of its second ever expansion set. I haven't played a whole lot of Altered recently. I've, in fact, not caught up with the game at all. I was just kind of turned off by the state of its overall balance and the way that some things slip through the quality checks and the design spaces. But in terms of the overall shape of the game, it's one of my favorites. And the fact that even Riot has seen its value with its own approach to modern TCGs is very, very interesting to me. I just, frankly, hard stat comparison games, as if you were playing poker, just fundamentally isn't that much of isn't that interesting in the design space. But speaking of interesting games, where there is something similar in that you have multiple lanes of attack, if not necessarily places to fight over, Hololive has been treating me pretty well as a game. I finished building out the Sora ASCII deck, which is more Sora than ASCII by a large margin, but she is basically a Gatling cannon once you get multiple level 2 Soras out. And this is the second set. Protect Spectrum introduces Kali, introduces Fubuki, introduces Ollie, actually. In fact, it's a major disruption to the overall meta game for the Hololive TCG, as they also banned a number of cards that were just a little too powerful. Well, not banned. They restricted down to one. A number of cards that were just too powerful in the base set format. But what we're looking for right now are Holo ID cards, given that Rain in particular is a very, very powerful archetype. Basically, with her, the more colors you play, the stronger your deck is, and the stronger your deck's attacks. So diversity is, in fact, a strength. But I really, really want, in particular, to get Ollie and Kali cards, as Resurrection decks happen to be one of my favorite archetypes in card games in general. And, of course, zombie cards and death cards tend to focus a lot on graveyard interactions, as you would expect. Hololive TCG has done a very, very good job, in fact, of combining both the card game theme and card game structures with the personalities and lore of the actual towns in Hololive itself. So that, I think, is a huge, huge point in its favor in general. And yeah, I'm excited to open this. I have not been patiently waiting for it. It's just been like something else on my radar, but it's definitely been something I've been looking forward to cracking. Especially, of course, if I'm significantly luckier than Cali and happen to get a signature card within 2 boxes, which is not likely, by the way. The rarity distribution, the game is very accessible, but the rarity distribution is kind of ass if you're only chasing after full art and signature cards. Those are rare. Their base forms are significantly more common, and that's all you really need to play the game anyhow. Except for leader cards. The leader cards are going to cost you about up to like $40 max for a base level rarity for the leaders, and you kind of need them to actually play the game because they're basically defining the deck strategy. Right? But hey, let's see. Callie start. Her level 1 Callie. Very nice. Sukombu. Callie debut. Very nice. Blue cheer. Ina! Rain collab effect. I'll see that's all. Draw 10 HP to 1 holding for each cheer caller on your stage. Like that's just really, really good for keeping your stuff healthy, right? Like especially if you're running multiple cards, if you're running full 5 colors, that's a huge heal. Potentially turning the game around. Hollow X is starting the deck. Yuzuki Choco for ASMR. I'm gonna keep the Cali card separate because I really Kelly and Kelly Rain and potentially any Ollie cards too. I want to keep separate. The rip on this is similar to a Pokemon in texture and feel. Hey, look, Udin. Yep, that's definitely for the Ollie decks. Arts plus 10, so Ollie just does more damage. Well, in general, the Hololive attached gets more damage. If it's actually Ollie, drawing card, archive 1 card from your hand, only 1 mascot can be attached to this Hololive. That's really, really nice. Narissa Ravencroft. Another thing I'm going to keep separate because Narissa is one of my favorites. That's a nice ring to it. This is level 1. The art of it is just really good too. Hosho Marine. Let's see. Okay. Stuff I'll keep in a separate pile, but as a pile. And then I'll keep everything organized by color. Otherwise, this is a really lewd art for Marine, but that's Marine for you. Rain debut card, excellent. Explosion Magic is the alternate card for Stone Axe. And the trade-off here is that Explosion Magic actually does similar amounts of damage, but you have to discard it. Because it's the event, rather than a permanent item. Whereas Stone Axe is permanent 20, but you do damage to your own stuff along the way. I still feel Stone Axe in general is still the superior card. It does bring you closer to KO, but you get significantly more value out of it over time. Crazy Ollie! Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, this is really nice, actually. Look at that. Collab effect. Ollie's watching. Draw 1 card and archive 1 card from your hand. And the whole effect for Ollie's leader is that she's able to basically act as a zombie, bring stuff back from your discard into play. And of course, that's inherently very powerful. Magic Dresser. This card can only be used to archive 1 holo power. So 1 purple cheer for an archive 2 Murasaki Shion. Only 1 event so magic can be used per turn. Yeah, here's what it is. Oh, hello, level 2 Narissa. Demon of Sound. Collab effect. During this turn, your center collab with Singer gets Arts plus 30, so potentially a plus 60 for simply bringing her into collab section and as a co-attacker. My effective in the song is 80 damage for 3, which by itself is not too much, except remember, you do get a collab effect, so as long as she's a collab attacker, that's 110 for 3, potentially as much as 160 if you're fighting yellow decks. I do want to look into if there's any possible Singer synergies with Narissa in particular, as I feel this is a really inherently a very strong card. Perhaps. Well, I have to think about it more. I did look into whether or not she works with Callie, but it doesn't look as if she does. I wish she would work better with Kiara in particular, as Narissa has a discard effect in like 2 sets from now. That would work really, really well with Kiara in particular, but I don't think the tags work quite right. The hashtags in particular are basically card types, and card types influence like what they're able to play with. Death Sensei for obviously Kelly. All tier cards required for Arts of the Holoman, this mascot is set to neutral. So it literally doesn't matter what the cheers are on her, making her a lot more splashable as long as she has Death Sensei. And you also get plus 20 HP, which isn't much in the overall scope of things, but the effect on Callie means that you're able to play her with other colors outside of her range that would otherwise benefit from that will otherwise make her a little less consistent with the color usage. And the extra HP does help. With Hololive in particular, there are very few ways until late game to get consistent one-hit KOs, and that usually requires you to have 2 characters out at the same time, ganging up on a single target in order to do so. And usually it's still not enough to KO them immediately, right? Usually it's going to take a couple attacks to do so. And the drawback of doing so is that now you have 2 characters out. If they both take damage, if they both get whittled down at the same time, you're losing potentially 2, potentially 3, up to 4 if they happen to be both Buzz characters worth of prices at once. Which, as you can imagine, is pretty dangerous. Basically, you're trading. It's an opportunity cost. The more you want to be on the offense, the more vulnerable you are yourself. Shield Guy Noel, tank archetype. Not a personal favorite way to play the game, but is quite otherwise reliable. This gets restricted to 1 layer, by the way. Tatong. Holman, this is the mascot statue gets Arts plus 10. If it's statue Rain, this mascot statue gets plus 30 HP. So Rain becomes a huge tank, and she's able to just weather any hits. Given that she is a Rain card, I will keep her here. Fubuchun. Oh, actually, I think for the sword, this is white, utility. Fubuki decks make a lot of use of mascots in general. She gets multiple types of mascots. Oh, nice. Foil version of Nikiri Ayame. I think this is the Buzz type. Organic shots. So that's red. That's worth leaving up as well. Debut Fubuki. That's quite nice. Debut Shion. And Sakamata Chloe. Gift once per turn. This Holoman Arts Hall X lot reveals. Oh, reveals the card you need. Add 1 reveal support card to your hand instead of archive. Oh, this is the Gambler. Right. Hall X lot is basically a casino deck, right? You may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. This art gets plus 20 for each Holoman revealed. Then archive the reveal cards. It happens to be a revealed support card instead it goes to your hand. So yeah, this deck is going to play a lot of debuts and level 1s to try to get consistent. What was it? Consistent 80 damage per turn, and try to get up to 160 damage per with double ups. Generally, I wouldn't call this the most reliable deck, but because it's a level 1 with potentially 80 damage, it can potentially just swing games on its own, right? So, like, if you like gambling, Chloe is the deck for you. By a long shot. Also, boobs. It's like huge. Chloe, before she graduated, was always a bit of fan service type. Hey, look, it's Hosho Marine! My favorite pirate. Meteoru for Fubuki decks. We're getting a lot of these. Shion again, debut card. This the unlimited debuts. Cheer. Intern at Cleaners. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal 1 Second Holoman with Holo X for among them. This is basically Holo X support. Now there is a Chloe deck that does fetch energy instead, which I think is much more important. Fubuki again. Mori Calliope Scythe, plus 10 arts. Additional ability that actually one first upgrade to Mori Calliope. When this tool is attached to from hand to a Holoman, archive the top card of your deck. So this is especially good for Takamori decks, where you want as much into archives as possible. And gonna move you a little. You may reattach one mascot from your stage to a Holoman. Fubuki decks are all about mascot manipulation, right? This level 1 is especially good for that. Your Center Holoman and Collab Holoman with mascot attached to get arts plus 20. So as long as they have, if you're using Fubuki mascots, she gets a lot of bonuses from having mascots in play. I kind of wonder if there's a way to combine her with Polka, because Polka also cares a lot about mascots. I'll have to look into the archetypes. I feel like there's potentially a deck there. All right. YouTube is not liking the audio. Okay, so I'll switch off to my default BGM for that. Usually, even though money tracks are usually okay for streamers. A little weird that it's triggered YouTube's detection. Okay, so Murasaki Shion's magic wand. If this tool is attached to Center Holoman, change one turn to 2 turn on Oshi's skill. Hey, Shion's ability is specifically to punish overextension on energy usage. The more energy you have on the target, the more damage she's able to do with her Oshi abilities. Or at least I think that's what it was. By the way, Magic Wand specifically lets you do it twice, which is really nasty. Mion, looking cute, in green. Inu is Chloe's mascot, green energy. Hello, Crazy Ollie! We've detected audio in the stream belongs to someone else. No, you're not. This is my stuff. This is my custom music. I bought this. Oh well, anyhow, where was I? Right. You may archive 2 cards from your hand. During this turn, this Holoman gets arts plus 40 as a bloom effect. Calculate the strategy. If you have 2 or more second Holoman with ID Gen 2 in your stage, this arts gets plus 40. So, Ollie really wants to play a Holo ID deck because she can come out swinging from the gates with over 180 damage, potentially 230 damage against a yellow deck right off the bat, and just hit you in the face as hard as possible. And also, this is just a really fucking cool skin. I really like her ID theme costumes in particular. I really like that she has some of the most like creative costume designs on Monster Gen as well. Idol's autograph pin. This is for painting deck. Look at a tarot card to the deck. Reveal a number of Holoman with painting from a wand and add the reveal Holoman to your hand. Then return the remaining cards. This is basically Ina deck. If you play an Ina deck, this is definitely what you want to go with. Speaking of Ina, are you ready to WA? Restore 20 HP to one of the Holoman with Myth. So Myth support, healer for them. Kind of fits her theme. Spot card for Shion. Seizing the Sleeping Mystery. You may roll a die once. If it's even, reveal one event from your deck and add to your hand, then shuffle your deck. That's not bad if you're event heavy. For especially control decks, this is not too bad. But it is niche. The spot cards tend to be utility cards, right? They tend to have something that gives you a niche ability that may not necessarily be meta defining, but will otherwise not be inaccessible to a deck that's running a specific color. But because all their effects, like their collab effects, are neutral, their attacks are neutral, spot cards can basically fit in any deck they want. The one complaint is that this is only 70 HP, which means that the majority of attacks will knock out Xion in one hit. So this is why collabing is a risk, right? If you are collabing with spot cards like Xion, sure, it may give you the utility you need to gain something that you need to win the game, but you're definitely losing you're losing a health card next turn by using this. Expect to get her collab effect once, and then expect to lose life for using that effect. So there's definitely a lot of cost-benefit analysis going to this. Ollie! First level Ollie, the junior who adores you, that's cute. Kia, sorry senpai, that's also cute. 160 HP is about medium. Shioko for Xion. Okami Mio debut card. Crazy Ollie debut card. Hololive Gamers. So basically, Okayu, Korone, Fubuki, and Mio. And that's funny because Mio doesn't actually gain that much. But if you're playing in the gamers, this helps you outright. Bloom Effect Narissa, T-Type Narissa. Look at top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal 1 Holoman with Singing from among them, add to your hand. Yeah, definitely I'm thinking then return rain cards to the bottom of the deck in order. I definitely feel that there has to be some kind of Narissa Singing support deck that takes advantage of her first level Bloom, even in the current meta. I would need to look into the pool of options, but I feel strongly that that's something that's possible there. Oh, look. Magical Girl Marine. Look on that shiny treasure. You may roll a dice once. If it's even, reveal 1 fan from your deck and add to your hand. The shuffle your... You know what? This might be a Polka card. It's definitely a Fubuki card, given her huge reliance on having fan support. But this might be something that 12 fan Polka wants to run, just to make fan fetching a lot more consistent. But again, there's the cost of that, right? Like 70 HP. You're doing that once to fetch a card, then you're losing life, unless you've completely dominated the fight. Now, granted, 12 fan Polka is a really freaking fast deck. You might actually be able to win the fight. Gokuro-kun, it might actually be worth trading life for Axis. Ina's definitely more of a support card than anything else. So, yeah, Ina card, Xion card, Foobzilla. The Holoman this mascot is attached to gets plus 20 HP. Additional ability attached to Fubuki. Once per turn during your main phase, you may archive 2 cheer from your Holoman. During this turn, this Holoman gains art plus 50. Holy shit, that really is Foobzilla. Foobzilla gets a strong attack off. Now, granted, you're giving up some cheers for that, but there are ways to manipulate cheers to help you. Kanata Construction, so yeah, Kanata, Aski, and Chloe. It's the top 4 search basically. As long if you look at top 4 cards and they happen to fall within the Kanata Construction crew, you can gain all of them or none of them because you gambled bad. And finally, Foil Murasaki Xion. Magic interchanges. You may archive 1 card from your hand and return 1 card with magic for any archive 2 hand. Fubuki in a very, very pretty dress. Mio Fam. Narissa Ravencroft debut. Looking lovely as always. White Cheer. Fubuki debut. Ohakon Kitsune. Collab position. Only all of you Holoman with mascot attached gets arts plus 10. So basically, yeah, it's a buffer. Mikoroni 24. Draw 2 cards and roll a dice once. If it's 3, 5, or 6, reveal 1 debut Holoman from your deck and add to hand. Then shuffle the deck. If it's 2 or 4, draw a card. So either you get a debut Holoman or you draw a card. And That's no, sorry. Either you draw 2 cards and debut card tutor, or you draw 3 cards total. That's a really freaking strong card. That goes here. Hey, look, Kelly. Showtime! You may archive 1 Holoman with a hand during this turn. 1 of your Holoman with Myth on stage gives artist plus 20. And Hosho Marine Pirate Crew. Reveal 1 Hosho Marine from your deck and add to your hand. So it's a Hosho Marine fetch. Then shuffle your deck. You may only use Hosho Pirate Crew once per turn. So it's basically a once per turn tutor. That's actually really, really nice. That makes Marine decks, especially Marine focus decks, really consistent. Chloe, base form level 1. Orianke. When the Tallman max out, when you attach to a Fubuki, it's actually collabs. Draw 1 card. That's really nice. That's a draw engine. That's a really nice draw engine. It just encourages the Fubuki to be collabing all the time to just like dig through her deck. And given that she's really mascot dependent, digging her through her deck. Holy fuck! Okay, well that's nice. That's shiny as hell. Stage 2 Fubuki. Together, only 180 HP, which makes her a little vulnerable. But together, well, given that she has access to so many, yeah, that increases her stats overall. You may attach up to 2 mascots with different card names to this Holomem. Mascot Feast. This arc is plus 20 for each mascot on your stage. Well, that is certainly a kick in the teeth if you happen to be facing a Fubuki deck. Now, granted, given that she is really mascot dependent, I'm thinking she might not be the most consistent deck, right? Like, she is basically building not an engine, rather, a cannon. She is building a cannon. Come on, these perfect slates don't fit? Oh, they have to fit. They don't fucking fit. What do you mean they don't fit? I guess I bought the wrong brand of perfect sleeves. These dragon sleeves must be Yu-Gi-Oh sized. Unfortunate. Highly unfortunate. I had to custom buy another set. But yeah. Shirogane Fubuki is our first hit of the day for Hololive specifically. Chloe, Indonesia Gen 2. I think if I want to build an Ollie rain deck, this is probably what I'm looking for, right? Yeah, gonna keep that there. Oh, here it is. This is the Chloe that's probably going to be this is probably the most valuable common in this set is the Chloe card. Bloom effect. Look at the top 3 cards of your cheer deck. Reveal 1 cheer from among them and send it to a Hololive. Then return the remaining cheers to the bottom of the cheer deck in any order. So basically, this is Accelerant. This is your ramp card. And it's pretty much universal given that it costs 1 cheer, 1 generic cheer for 30 damage. It's 110, so she can take a couple hits, right? Not the most exciting, except for the fact that she is a universal ramp. And not only that, but a ramp that gets to choose the color to assign to a Holomems. So this one is definitely on the keeper list. Oh, hello, Callie. What's up? You may return 1 Kali Scythe or Death Sensei from your archive to hand so you can fetch them repeatedly. Did beat. If a 2 or mascot attached to this Hololive, this arc is plus 30. So 60 damage for 2 is not too bad. But the main thing is that she's able to recycle through the archive to fetch her tools back after they've been used. And again, we're collecting Kelly, we're collecting Rainy for the meta, we're definitely collecting the Chloe Blooms, we're definitely collecting Narissa. And of course we're collecting Ollie. Why are all my favorites in purple? I just realized that. It took me so long to realize. Why are my favorite cards in purple? Now other than the graveyard theming, like Narissa's not you're nobly associated with purple. Oh well, and I go overthinking. Level 1 Reine, this is mainly for the 160 HP. Nejima Kitsune, plus 90 HP. If the Fubuki is down, reattach one cheer from this Holoman to your other Holoman. So basically, make sure that you still have cheer efficiency going on to keep the game going in your favor. Holo Sparkling, the Holoman this to us attached to gets arts plus 20. The Holoman without alcohol this to us is attached to takes 10 damage. So this is almost the same thing as the Stone Axe, except that if your Hololive Oshi happens to be an alcoholic, you take no damage, which is ironic. But there is a meta for this. If you're playing specifically a drinker of a Hololive, this is pure benefits. Cheer card, get another level 2 Fubuki together with everyone. As the same one, except it's the same theme, except this the art is a lot fancier in this one, obviously. Mori Calliope will make this the best. You may archive 2 Holomen with the same tag for your hand, draw 2 cards. This is just really nice card draw. Drinking at home with Marine, she definitely has the alcohol tag. Deal 20 special damage to the opponent's collab member as a debut. That's actually quite nice. That's really aggressive. It makes it so that if you're playing collab effects, you might be under threat. Be careful. Magical Girl Miko is even easier to kill at 60 HP, but in return, her collab effect is you may roll a die. If it's odd, reveal 1 red or I think that's a blue cheer for your cheer deck and send you a back Holden. Then shuffle. Okay, yeah, it's blue. It's blue. It is me combat support in particular. Like, it accelerates your back Holomems, and it makes it her a really good support card in particular for Suicide decks, given that it can fetch blue. But you have to be rolling odd, so you have to. It's completely based on the luck of the dice. And if you don't hit, you don't hit. Custom PC, that's a chonker. Reveal 1 debut Holoman for hand, return to the bottom of your deck. Reveal 1 first Holoman other than Buzz from your deck with the same card name as returned Holoman and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Basically, if you have too many debut cards in your hand, this allows you to upgrade that debut for a level 1 card, which helps a lot. That tends to be where all the utility is. Sakamoto Chloe, level 1, debut. Knight's Order of Shirogane, all cuties, white, and Okami Mio Buzz. Hero's Guide. You may archive the top card of your deck. If the archive card is a Holoman, this art gets plus 20. If it's a support card, this art gets plus 50. So based on the card that you archive, you can deal as much as 110 damage for only 2 energy. That's not too bad. There's definitely a space for a Mio deck, especially Mio Buzz. Mio Buzz is basically a pretty strong cannon overall. That tends to be the Buzz card, right? You get early on effects. It's really strong for its rank, but also you're probably going to eventually lose it and take 2 damage instead of 1. Hosho Marine, Okami Mio, a Magical Girl Kanata at only 60 HP. You may roll dice once. If it's odd, reveal 1 white or I think that's a purple card. Yeah. Frenchie deck. Yeah. Kanata is also accelerant, especially for I believe white and purples. I'm pretty sure that's purple. I need to double check. See, that's blue. Yes, it's purple. Okay. Yeah. White or purple support basically. But like strictly speaking, not as reliable as Chloe cards. Like you generally don't want to necessarily rely on dice rolls for your acceleration, especially if you miss and they just become a free target. That's not great. That's not great at all. Cards that can control real outcomes, like ASCII Leader or Pekora might be the way to go. Xion level 1. Retro PC. Return 1 Hololive from your archive to your hand. It is actually really nice for purple decks in particular. Fubuki. Hollow Sparkling. Stage 2 Sakamoto Clio. But there's some interesting print lines on this. Top tier Hell Yeah. Once per turn with his Hololive arts. Yeah, this is basically an upgraded version of the level 1. It's still the same thing where you try to review as many debut cards as possible. And also, why is the camera just not focusing? Please, autofocus, come on. Let's see. There we go. Top tier Hell Yeah. Yep. It's the Gambler's deck. The more you gamble, the more you design the deck to get certain reveal outcomes, the more powerful it is. And if you reveal nothing but debuts, yeah, you get a nice spike. Another Mikorone, definitely going to be using those. Another Mori Calliope, definitely going to be using that. Magical Girl Luna, also 60 HP. This one's to fetch for purple and yellow cheers. Yeah. The spot cards tend to follow a theme per set. The adventure cards were just general utility. This set specifically seems to want to use the spot cards as a way to accelerate the game a little faster if you are lucky enough with your dice rolls. Again, I don't particularly like that too much. I do have a shoebox to organize these into later, but for now I'll just put them aside over here. So for box 1, we have a Buzz hit, we have a Fubuki hit, and we have a ton of cards that fit decks that we're otherwise interested in making, which is so far so good, especially the Kali and the Ollie cards. Zio Verte came late for the Oshi Push boxes. Just want to say thanks for the stream. Absolutely, you are welcome. I actually really like the overall design for the Oshi Push cards. Oh, let me accidentally bump my camera. And the overall structure of the game is actually something that I'm interested in playing. I just need to be able to find some local players if I can. I'll have to look into the community to see about that and see if there's anybody's doing demos. It was signed? Hold on. Did I? Hold up. Where did I put those? I have all those cards with me right now. Let me see. Michiru. Miami. Let me see. This NASA card is not signed. Oh shit, you're right! How did I miss that? Good eye! Good catch! Okay, now I gotta look a lot closer. Jesus. Oh, these old man eyes, man. Too much time grinding, fighting games, not enough time paying attention to the small details. Hold up. Am I missing anything else? No, the rest of it is just regular foils. Okay. God damn! Thank you for the catch. This definitely deserves to be sleeved. There we go. There we go. Properly protected. Much appreciated support over there. I would have definitely made an error and ignored that for the longest time. Let me get rid of usual booster mess. All right. Where did I put my hits? Why am I so distractible today? Oops. Almost put that with the face connect stuff. Wow, I am just all sorts of out of it. So yeah, so far, hits for Hololive have been okay. Nothing spectacular, but these are really, really nice cards. Also, my camera's now tilted like hell. Hold on. There we go. That's a little better. All right. Box 2, baby. Box 2. We are hoping for at least a leader. I don't necessarily want to pay for an Ollie leader if I can get away with it. Although I will be fighting for the Cali leader for the Christmas event next, not the Christmas event, the Halloween event next weekend. I'll have to go all the way down to Arlington for it, but I feel that's worth it. Double check my registration. I think I forgot to register my deck. I'll need to take care of that. Maybe tonight. Another debut Chloe, which we'll definitely need for the Chloe support. Udin again. Narissa, absolutely a keeper. All the Narissa cards are mine. Hollow Sparkling, Explosion Magic. Another crazy Ollie card. Honestly, she's one of my favorites in Indonesia. Straight up. I feel like she struggles with the fact that Indonesia in general just doesn't get a whole lot of attention. But hard to argue that she doesn't have like one of the biggest like personalities in the group, right? Or in general in Hololive. Another magical girl, Luna, for utility. Ad starts in about 3 minutes, by the way, for Twitch. Mio Fam. Narissa, Ina, Energy, Crazy Ollie going full fangirl. You may bloom one of your debut Holo members with ID Gen 2 hashtag. Use the Holo member for your archive. You may only use going full fangirl once per turn. This is basically the crux of the Ollie strategy, right? And I'm really going to fucking kill this camera. I need to upgrade this camera eventually. Like, this camera's about like a decade old at this point, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Can I get it to properly? Okay, let's keep it there. Yeah, custom focus. Going full fangirl. This is a core card for the overall Ollie strategy. You want to just bury a whole bunch of Holo ID cards into your archives and then bring them back up with the bloom effect to get them for free. Basically using your graveyard as a secondary fetch or secondary deck. That's always cost efficiency, like resource efficiency like that is always really nice. Card efficiency, like card utility efficiency like that. It's really, really lovely. Hololive Fantasy, Shogun Noel, Magical Girl Miko. Again, I feel like this card actually does get used once Me Comet becomes an actual deck, which it isn't yet. You still have to wait. You have to wait like until set 5 for that in particular. But it's basically perfectly set up for the Me Comet archetype. Hosho Marine with one for sexiest official arts ever printed. Like, goddamn. Sheesh. Death Sensei, Yuzabo, Shirogane Noel, over here. Calliope debut, need to get all those. Another Sakamata Chloe, level 2. Fubuki, Hololive Gamers. Hey, look at rating level 1. Bloom effect. What are you waiting for? Reveal one time from your deck and add your hand to shuffle the deck. That's really, really nice. And especially with the fact that you're going to later on be limited to a single Tatang. Means that you want a full set of this to make sure you have access to it, and possibly using all you as a way to bring it back. Or you just might not use Tatang at all. And it's a one-off, so it's not too much. You just limit something else to 2 copies instead of 3. But that's a lot of utility cards you otherwise don't necessarily want in the first place. I think it's workable. Xion's Magic Wand. Mio. Warming Greens. Ollie debut, lovely. Purple. Full art Crazy Ollie level 1. That's nice. It's not the leader card we're hoping for, but it is really freaking shiny. True to the path, draw 1 card. So as long as you bloom, you just gain more resources. And then Justice I shall. If a non-purple cheer is added to his holomem, this art gets plus 20. So yeah, play this with the Rain archetype for the Indo Gen 2 synergy. Mikorone 24. Ina, are you ready to Wa? Xion, magic that interchanges. Yeah. Tatang, Tereji Ollie, Shioko, Purple and Cheer, Narissa, Sakamori, this is the rap Chloe that you're definitely going to be looking for. Okami Mio, Magical Girl Chloe. You may roll a die once if it's even reveal 1 tool from your deck add to your hand. So yeah, if it's a tool dependent deck archetype, this is what you're looking for. Level 1, first stage Reine, Nejima Kitsune, Ninth Order Shirogane, Green. Level 2 Murasaki Xion. Hello. You may roll a die if it's 4 or greater, reattach 1 cheer from your opponent's stage to your opponent's holomem. Yeah, it messes around with your cheer axis. Violet Magic, deal 20 special damage for each of your opponent's center holomem's cheers to opponent's center holomem and collab mem. So potentially, like, okay, so let's say the average attack cost for a stage 2 holomem is going to be 3. That means it's 80 plus 60 plus 60 if they happen to be running a collab support. So that's overall 240 points worth of damage off a single card. That is actually pretty good. It punishes you for over investing. And this especially gets dangerous because it tends to be that since you attach 1 cheer every single round, people tend to put extras just for the sake of having something to put it on, right? And if they make the mistake of doing that, that's just going to hurt a lot more. So, like, depending on the meta, Xion can actually be playable. I just don't think she necessarily has a place in the game right now. Gen 2 search, another Choco. I also think that Xion is also like a beneficiary later on of a meta where ramping and cheer searching becomes a little more prevalent than they are from the base set, which basically you were really struggling to get the energy you need sometimes, at least to get it on time. Dokuro-kun, Ina, Fubu. Hello, baby! Calliope Leader! Once per turn, sampling by archiving 2 cards from your hand, return 2 holomem with EN from archive to hand. Reaper's Trap as the Oshi skill, Hollow Power 2. Once per game. Usable if your center's Hololive is Mortal OP. During this turn, after one of your Mortal OP uses arts, use the same arts once more for a double strike. Potentially just straight up winning the game. This gets only stronger later on when they introduce, I think it's Call It? I think that's what it is. Where you can forcefully bring in a collab from your opponent's back row. And if they happen to already be at low health, that's an easy double strike. I am so happy I pulled Kelly. I really wanted to play her. She is easily my favorite of the original generation. Next to Ina. Hell yeah, baby. Let's cheer for Purple Girls. Alright, and the rest of it is Rain Card, Hololive Gamers, Kanata Construction, and Magical Girl Kanata. I got what I wanted! Well, one of the two things I wanted. It may not be signature card, but it's the leader I wanted. The other leader, of course, being Ollie. Speaking of Mori Calliope, another one. Stage 1's Sukombu, Rain debut card, White Energy, Shion, Fubzilla, another Kali Showtime, Fubuki level 1. Mio debut, Chloe level stage 1 over here, Oriyanke, Inu, Kali, Cash Money, Mikorone. I think I already have like 4 of those now, but those are really nice too. Magic Dresser, Kureji Ollie stage 1, not the fancy version. Murasaki Shion. Retro PC again was pretty good, especially if you're playing discard decks, purple decks in general. Shiokami Fubuki, Blue Cheer. A really fancy stage 2 Reine. Kanjeng, reveal 1 cheer from your cheer deck and send it to a Holomin. This is just a bloom effect, it's accelerant. Peacock Dance. Plus 20 for each cheer caller on your stage. That's also really freaking nice. And again, you're generally going to want to play as many cheer accelerants as you can. Her debut, How to Turn Your Friends Halu. You may send 1 cheer from your archive to a Holoman. That's also just a critical part of her deck strategy. Shion and Hosho Marine. 2 more packs. Hosho Marine, yo ho ho. Mitieru, Shion, Fubuchun, Mori, Fubuki. We might almost have enough to make a Fubuki deck just straight off principle. Scythe and Magical Girl Shion. And for our final pack, our final chance before I buy another box. Because honestly, stage 2, like set 2 is actually pretty collectible, I feel. There's a lot of good stuff in here. A lot of my favorites in here. Ina, Foobs, Custom PC, Noelle, Buzz, which is just the more powerful version, Gen 3 power, collab position only. This art gets plus 20 for every Holoman with Gen 3 on your stage other than its Holoman. However, only up to 4 Holoman are counted. That's a lot. That's still 140 damage from the collab position. 260 HP for a collab, so definitely she's not getting knocked out anytime soon. And as long as she has 2 energy of any type, she gets 50 damage anyhow. So that's just really strong in general. Noelle falls under the bodyguard archetype, where she's supposed to be in the collab to help to basically give support for the center stage Hololive that you're playing. Yeah, I'd sleep her up. I think. Well, I'll start it out later. Foobzilla, Hosho Marine, and another Mori Calliope. We have drawn a lot of Callies. Just a lot of Callies. I wonder how close I am to finish your deck. That's a great question. I know that I didn't really draw into a lot of the Rene cards until later on in the second box. I wonder if that affects my odds. Well, either way, we got some nice shiny cardboard. And 2 of them were the ones I'm looking for. I got a lot of Fubukis as well. I may actually have to look into whether or not I can finish off that Fubuki deck, because it feels like we're not too far off. Like, obviously I need to buy a lot of her debut cards, because generally that's going to be, like, they might be the most common card, but they're also the ones that you need the most of in general. So we have to look into that. But I got a Mori Calliope leader, and I've been looking for one. I wanted one real bad, so I'm guaranteed to have one even if I don't do well at the tournament next week. I feel great about that. I feel absolutely great about that. Alright. Clean up. I'll take a photo of my winnings from this set. And depending on how my job interview next week goes, I will 100%, well, again, depending on how the job interview goes, I might reward myself with the follow-up opening as well. I'll put these aside. And, like, just look at this. Front 2 boxes, the stack of stuff I want to use is already like 100 cards thick. That's pretty freaking good. However way you want to put it, like, obviously it depends on like what kind of deck archetype you want to build, but of the deck archetypes I want to build, I already get this many cards I can possibly use. Now different decks, of course, this is like split between 3 different archetypes, but that's still pretty freaking good. And also you just like add these 2 to it for extra bling. Potentially also Fubuki. The only one I'm possibly not going to use is Mio, and I see this Mio card, this Mio Buzz in particular, still be used a lot simply because she has a really spiky, like, top-end performance. And first things Buzz is also just really easy to access. Like, the game is inherently pretty consistent in getting you the debut cards because of the basic PC access that every deck gets, especially all the starters. It just starts out the full set. The Mikarone 24, I feel, is the most important utility card out of the set, and I'm glad I'm actually getting a full set of those. And overall, pretty good time. Now, that's pretty much all for me today. Let me double check tomorrow. I'm pretty sure tomorrow I was going to do some experiments on Work Ari, with Ari as the anchor character. Let me double check. Yes, that is what my schedule says. All right. Yeah, that's all for now. In the meantime, let's see who's up in streaming. Ooh, Mayface playing the Bathhouse. Now, I'm not sure if she's open to rating or not. I'm pretty sure permissions for that are going to be a little more restrictive for corpo VTubers. But I have been hanging out with the Mayflowers a lot, especially in their fight channel. So I'm going to set. Okay, so on YouTube side, yeah, let's finish off the YouTube side first. Bring this back to. So for on YouTube side, thank you all for checking out the stream. Caught the bug. This has been pretty fun. I'm really happy with the Hololive draws in particular. I'm interested in exploring more of the Face Connect game, given that I think Oshi Push actually has some merits to its overall gameplay design, and especially for an indie game with an with a VTuber specific IP. I think it's something that I really want to keep an eye on for future events and how the game overall develops. It's a bit of a coin flip. It's a bit longer onto them because they did start out as a Kickstarter project without Hololive's level of backing, and definitely don't have Hololive's resources, given that Hololive's already running like major tournaments and everything. Hololive itself, needless to say, I've been playing quite a bit, trying to hit up the weeklies in the local area. I've been having fun with the folks there. I'm sure they'll be happy to see the stuff I cracked open. But yeah. So for our YouTube side, I do plan to do more TCG content around the games I am interested in, which currently is only Hololive. But I'll mostly be doing 2SKO. As you can see through the shorts feed on my channel, I've been making a lot of 2SKO content. Please share. Please share. Please download the game, play the game. If you have any questions about how to play the game at all, please let me know. I'm more than happy to nerd out over 2SKO all day long. And I'm also more than happy to nerd out about tabletop games and TCGs at any time, except for Magic, because my relationship with Wizards is very touch and go. But that is all for now. Follow me on social media under Lucian Zender across pretty much every single platform you can imagine, including TikTok, for as long as TikTok remains an independent entity. I will see you next time for more 2SKO. Until then, my friends, as always, eat well. And then I'll switch off to Twitch. On Twitch's side, let's go ahead and try to raid my